Hot and cold. All objects are not equally hot or cold. Some objects are hotter than other, while some are colder than other. How can we check that which object is hotter or colder than the other? Most of you must be thinking that by touching the object, we can tell about the object whether it's cold or hot. Let us find out with the help of activity. Take 3 containers and label them as A, B and C. Take cold water in container A and hot water in container B. In container C, mix hot and cold water in equal amounts. Now, place your left hand in container A and right hand in container B for 2 minutes. Then, dip both your hands in container C. What do you observe? When you dip your hands in container C, your left hand will tell you that the water is hot, while your right hand will tell you that the water is cold. Are you able to conclude whether water present in container C is hot or cold? From this activity, we can conclude that touching is not the right method to distinguish between hot and cold. Moreover, some objects are so hot or cold that we can't even touch them. Thus, there is a need of a standard method to decide whether a substance is hot or cold. The reliable measure that is used to find the degree of hotness or coldness of an object is called temperature. The device which is used to measure the temperature is called as thermometer. Temperature and its measurement. There are 2 scales to measure temperature: degree Celsius or C and degree Fahrenheit or F. There are 2 types of thermometers: clinical thermometers and laboratory thermometers. A clinical thermometer consists of a long, narrow, uniform glass tube. It has a bulb at one end containing mercury. Mercury has a special property to expand on receiving heat. This thermometer is generally used by doctors or at home to measure the temperature of human body. It has a temperature range of only 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Can you tell the reason why does a clinical thermometer read between 35 degree and 42 degree? This is because our body temperature never goes below 35 degrees Celsius or above 42 degrees Celsius, and the normal temperature of human body is 37 degrees Celsius. Transfer of heat. There are 3 methods of heat transfer: conduction, convection, and radiation. First, let us understand conduction. You must have observed that the handle of a frying pan becomes hot when kept on a flame. As the hot pan is removed from the flame, it cools down. Do you know the reason behind it? This is because in the first case, heat is transferred from the base of the pan, which is directly in contact with the flame. In the second case, heat is transferred from the pan to its surroundings. Thus, in both cases, heat transfers from a hotter body to a cooler body. This process of heat transfer is called conduction. Activity. Take a metal rod. Fix iron nails on the rod at equal distances and keep the rod in between bricks. Now take a candle and heat the free end of the rod. After some time, iron nails start falling down one by one from left to right. So what do we observe in this activity? We observe that the heat is transferred from the hotter end having candle to the cooler end not having candle. This is conduction. In solids, heat is generally transferred by the process of conduction. Land and sea breeze. Sea breeze is the wind developed during the daytime and blows from the sea towards the land. Let us understand how it is formed. Land has the property of getting heated fast and getting cooled fast. On the other hand, water heats up late and cools down late. So during the daytime, land gets heated faster as compared to water. The air over the land also gets heated and hence rises up. To take its place, the cooler air from the sea moves towards the land. This is called sea breeze. Then warm air from the land moves towards the sea to complete the cycle. At night, it is totally opposite. During night time, land is cooler than sea. Hence, cool air from the land blows towards the sea. This is called the land breeze. Season and clothes. Now, we know that the temperature of an object increases when it absorbs heat energy. Do all the bodies absorb or lose heat at the same rate? Let us check it with the help of an activity. Take two identical metallic containers, one painted black and other painted white. Pour equal amount of water in each container and leave them in the sun for about an hour. Measure the temperature with thermometer in both containers. What do you observe? Temperature of water present in black container is more than the white container. Why does this happen? Answer is very simple. It happens because black color absorbs all the radiation that falls on it. On the other hand, white color does not absorb radiation at all. Rather, it reflects radiation. Why do we wear black or darker shades in winters, whereas white or lighter shades in summer? Black color absorbs more heat, but loses heat at a slow rate. So these can retain heat for a longer time. Whereas white color absorbs less heat and loses heat at a faster rate. How do woolen clothes keep us warm in winters? Wool is a poor conductor of heat. Also, it traps the heat which prevents the flow of heat from our body to the cold surroundings. So, we feel warm.